People who have been previously infected with COVID-19 may recall feeling a little out of it and not present, almost as if they're experiencing some sort of neurological condition that doesn't allow them to perform daily activities with the usual gusto. But of course, it's no secret that getting infected with COVID-19 does affect the brain in some way. A new study published in Nature Communications presents what is perhaps the most comprehensive data yet about the SARS-CoV-2 virus impact on our noodle. COVID brain, mild or severe? Image. Rabina Weirmeyer, Unsplash. The study, led by Tracy Fisher from the Tulane National Primate Research Center, U.S., looked at the various effects of COVID-19 on non-human primate brains. Fisher's research began in the early phase of the pandemic. Her initial findings showed that COVID-19 infection could lead to microhemorrhages, or small bleeds, in the brain. However, this was quickly dismissed by scientists not involved in the study, since the same effects weren't detected in human COVID-19 cases yet. However, Fisher had a hunch that someday, somehow, her research would be relevant. "You see the pathology, and it's so distinct and so profound," she said. "I've been looking at the central nervous system for decades, so long that you know when something doesn't appear normal and appears to be in line with the infection." Image. Tulane National Primate Research Center. After spending an additional year validating her initial findings with the use of control animals, as well as refined research protocols, Fisher and her team were able to confirm that there was indeed a direct link between COVID-19 infection and brain change. The findings found that, aside from small bleeds, COVID-19's impact on the brain could also result with widespread brain inflammation and damaged neurons. What's more interesting is the fact that these brain changes can occur regardless of the severity of infection. This means that even animals with only mild symptoms also showed evidence of neurological damage. Is it just brain inflammation or COVID-19 actually infecting the brain directly? Image. Just a Voyage, Unsplash. Despite detecting small traces of the SARS-CoV-2 virus in several parts of the brain, the researchers believe the majority of neurological damage was caused by hypoxia, a low level of oxygen in the blood, caused by COVID-19 infection. So while COVID infection is definitely still in the picture when it comes to neurological damage, the virus isn't a direct cause of it. This was observed in all infected animals, regardless of disease severity, suggesting reduced brain oxygen may be a common complication of infection, the researchers said. Even minor, but sustained, reductions in oxygen may promote injury, particularly among neurons, which appear to have suffered the greatest insult in this. These findings could provide much-needed insight into the effects of COVID-19 on our brains, despite being tested on primates. Symptoms such as brain fog, fatigue, and even mental health problems have all been reported in COVID-19 cases among humans. Image. J-Comp, FreePic. However, the researchers themselves note that their findings could be limited, considering the fact that they only looked at older primates. This makes it slightly unclear whether these neurological changes only occur in older humans, or if they do affect younger COVID patients as well. It's also unclear whether this damage is reversible. Long-term studies on COVID-19 recovery are needed. Read more life stories. China now researching doomsday trains that can launch nuclear missiles. Study. Sleeping with a night light could seriously mess up your heart health. Scientists discover microplastics in human blood for the first time. Whelp. Cover image sourced from AFP, New Straits Times and Malad Fakarian, Unsplash.